dude. I'm a good guy. But if you my mans and you got a fine sister, if you was really my mans, you wouldn't even care if I cracked that for real. Let's do the math on it though. Let's do the math on it. Cause like if you my mans, you want me to be happy. Your sister look good. Cracking them buns will make me happy. So if you really my mans, you would let me, you know what I'm saying, hold that down.
Reaching for my chain, you must not love your life. Hey, married to the money, you can't be my wife.
So boom, man. This was like sophomore year, bro. This was my sophomore year of high school. And niggas that know me, you know I moved to Brazil during my sophomore year, okay? But there was a slim period right before I moved to Brazil where I was still at home. You know, I knew I was about to go, but I was kind of just bored. I was doing online school. I was bored, bro. It was nothing much to do. You get what I'm saying? So there was nothing really much to do. You get what I'm saying? So obviously, I'm trying to do what any other sophomore is trying to do, bro. I'm trying to crack some hoes, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Now I'm gonna just be honest with y'all, bro. I was trying to get active, bro, before I leave America, before I go off to Brazil. Cause keep in mind, I don't know if I'm gonna crack some buns in Brazil. I'm going to play soccer. I'm not worried about buns. So it's like right before I leave, I need to get something, you know, as like a farewell gift. You know what I'm saying? As like a goodbye, you know, have fun. Cause when I'm in Brazil, I don't know when the next time I'm gonna get some buns is. You get what I'm saying? But look, so obviously I'm on the hunt, bro. I'm like a lion in the savannah, bro. I'm looking for anything good, find shit, you know what I'm saying? Find shit in my area, you know, I'm hitting them up, IG, DM, shooting shots, going shot for shot with the bros, all that stuff, bro. I was on that, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, nigga was not hitting, okay? A nigga was not hitting, cause keep in mind, in this time, bro, in high school especially, the only way you really getting some play, like getting some action, is if you go to their school, or you like a local celebrity. You get what I'm saying? Like them local celebrities, they the 5-star athletes, they the you know what I'm saying, star athletes, whatever sport, mainly football or basketball. You know, most people in the area know them. Them the local celebrities. They could really pull anything. If you wasn't him, you wasn't really getting buns unless you had the class with the biddy. I'm gonna just be honest with you, bro. And like I said, I'm doing online school, so I don't got no class with no biddies. I'm keeping like I don't have no class with no biddies. So at this point, it's really just shoot some shots on IG. Now keep in mind, I did go to the high school freshman year, so I did have a little bit of some people I knew. You get what I'm saying? Some people I knew. I already had some people I knew from freshman year. So obviously, I'm going back on the, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to spin back whatever I did freshman year. I'm trying to spin back right before I leave for Brazil. I'm hitting up all the fine shit, the light skin shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm hitting up the light skin shit, you know what I'm saying? The dark skins, white girls, snow bunnies, Latinas. I'm hitting up everything. Everything. If she had 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth, I'm hitting her up, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I gotta keep it 100 with y'all, bro. Y'all nigga was not shooting good percentage, all right? I was shooting bad percentage, bro. I was shooting Shaq from 3, okay? I was shooting Shaquille O'Neal from 3. Not a lot. I wasn't getting nothing too much back, bro. But it's cool though. It's cool, cause I ain't gonna lie. We go through periods in life like that, so that when you really start hitting, when you start shooting like Curry from 3, that you think back and remember, damn, I remember a time when I wasn't really hitting these shots. Like you'll pull up from 3 and hit that bit and think back to the time where it's like, damn, I remember I used to not even be able to hit a wide open midi. I might have even blown a layup back in that day. You know, now I'm hitting these. I was not hitting, bro. I was not hitting a lot. And time was ticking, bro. I think my flight was like a week. Like I had a week until I left, so I had to get the cooking, bro. And nothing was biting, bro. Like I'm throwing my bait in the water, nothing's biting, bro. Nothing's even nibbling. Oh, I had to. How do you say? I was going for chop shit. At that point, I'm just like I gotta keep it 100 with y'all. I'm at a point where it's like I'm about to go to Brazil. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna see some real buns. I'm gonna clap some buns. So it's like now I might be going below my normal standard, right? I gotta rush something. So I'm going for chop shit. I'm going for anything that's going, bro. And one of these girls, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna show no pictures for obvious reasons. I'm not gonna say no names for obvious reasons. But all I'm gonna say is, I've never been more ashamed of myself. I've never been more ashamed of myself for something I've done. Okay, that's. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. Face card was declining. I ain't like her face card. Nah, it wasn't declined. Like, her face card was dead ass bankrupt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know when you swipe a card and it say decline, like, you check your bank account, like, you might be in the debt. Nah, her shit was bankrupt. You know what I'm saying? They about to close her account on some shit, bro. Body wasn't too bad now. Body wasn't too bad, though. Body wasn't too bad. And there's a lot of dudes out there that they don't even care about the face. A lot of dudes really don't even care about the face. In this time, I was one of them, bro. When you trying to get anything, you don't care about the face. I'm gonna keep it a bean. So yeah, bro, body wasn't too bad. But the only thing was, she did just happen to be one of my homeboys' stepsisters. Okay. She was one of my homeboy stepsisters. Now, when I say homeboy, I'm not saying like my dog, like my close, like that's my day one. Nah, it was just like a nigga I knew from freshman year, like one of my homeboys. And yeah, it was his stepsis. It wasn't his real sis. Real sis is crazy. Real sis is like, come on, bro, that's not your man's. Like you dirty dog. It was his stepsis. You know, that nigga might have cracked her himself. You know what I'm saying? On a late night, he might have went to get some water 3 a.m. and she was just out and about, and one thing might have led to another. Who knows though? Who knows? Regardless, it was my homeboy sister, bro. And like I said, I'm leaving for Brazil in about a week. I had to make something shake. So I got to shaking, bro. I hit her up. I said, yo, what you doing Saturday night? I said, what you doing Saturday night, bro? She replying quick. And this when you know, bro, she hungry for the day. She responded in less than like 30 seconds. Like, you know on Snapchat where you could see when they pop up, gang? I knew she was hungry for the dick. When I started typing, I ain't even send the message. She was already in the chat, bro. You know how Snapchat send you that blank is typing and you could click on it? She clicked on that bit before I even sent it, bro. That's when I knew. Like, I'm about to do something I'm gonna regret. That's when I knew, bro. Regardless, I sent the text. I said, yo, how you been? You know the usual stuff you hit when you haven't talked to a bitty in a minute. How you been? You know, I ain't seen you in a minute. Like, what you up to now? This, that, and the third. I'm hitting it all, bro. I'm hitting it all. So yeah, bro, we talking, bro. Keep in mind, the time is ticking now. I probably have like 4 to 3 days until I leave. I left for Brazil on a Tuesday, and it's like the Friday before, bro. And it was like they still have Friday night games and shit like that. Football games, right? So I wasn't trying to do nothing after, because I ain't gonna lie, there's too much people outside. I don't know who I might run into. Y'all know on Friday nights in the high school, bro, it's people outside. They be outside till 2 a.m, bro, at Waterburger or whatever after the game. I don't know who I could run into, bro. It was too unpredictable. I said, nah, I'm not taking no risk, bro. I'm not taking no risk. So I said, yo, what you doing tomorrow? What you doing Saturday? Can you start from the beginning? I wasn't paying attention. Can you start from the beginning? I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry, gang. You could catch the VOD after stream. You get what I'm saying? I said, yo, what you doing tomorrow night, Saturday night? You know what I'm saying? Like, I leave for Brazil on Tuesday. You trying to hang out before I leave? Now listen. This way you know you got a bop. You know you got a bop when all you got to say is hang out. You don't even got to be too specific, and she already know what time you on, bro. That's when you know. Okay, nah, she seen some things. Nah, this girl's been places. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, hang out. She already knew what the vibes was, bro. She said, all right, bet, your place or my place? Because I don't really like the car too much. I said, well. I said, hold on a second. At least I said, hold on a second. I said, how you know like what I'm trying to do? Because keep in mind, I wasn't too experienced in the game. Now I know. If she already know what type of time you on before you say nothing, that's a bop. Okay? Back then, I was like, how did she know? Do she got a showering on? She can see what I'm about to do? I ain't gonna lie. I was confused, bro. But nonetheless, I was strapped for time, so I just went with it. I said, fuck it. You can't come to my place. I got 6 siblings. One of them is gonna recognize you. One of them, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, she wasn't, let's just say, she wasn't giving Ice Spice. She wasn't giving Jenna Ortega. Okay, let's just say that. Boy, bro, you didn't crack. We finna get to it, bro. Hold your horses, gang. Can we get to it? Relax. Hold your horses, bro. We get into it. So her parents were actually out of town. This is the crazy thing. Her parents were out of town, bro. They left for the weekend. You know, bro, they got rich-ass parents when they're taking weekend work trips. Like, what are we doing, bro? My parents, they never took a weekend work trip out of the state. What are we talking about, fam? That's when you know they some rich shit. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it was her step bro, so they remarried. If you remarried on the second time, you gotta get it right. You gotta get a nigga with money or something like that. I ain't gonna lie. So both her parents was out of the state, bro. And it was just her and her step bro at the house at the time, bro. So she said, all right, you can come to mine. Only thing is, my brother is home and I know you guys are friends. I said, ooh. I said, boy, do we got a sticky situation. What did Tyler, the creator, say? It's getting sticky. Dead ass. It was getting sticky. His parents were not there, bro. She said, pull up. She said, pull up tomorrow, but my brother is going to be here. Now, this is a sticky situation. But I ain't gonna lie. Nigga, they do call me Mr. Take That Risk. Because I ain't gonna lie, nigga, I was leaving for Brazil. I don't know when the next time I'm touching buns is. I'm taking what I could get. If bro saw me sneaking through the hallways, I ain't gonna lie, we just gonna have to shoot. We just gonna have to shoot the ones, bro. We just gonna have to do what it is. No one called you that. I'm telling you what timing I was on, bro. I'm taking that risk, gang. I had to. So, bro, yeah, if bro caught me in the hallway or something on some late night shit, we would have just had to, you know what I'm saying? He would have just had to run my fade, bro. Cause I'm sorry, you not stopping me from getting these buns. All right, like I said, it was his stepsis, so he might have been late night trying to get some buns his damn self. Saturday comes, bro. I pull up to her crib, and you gotta be smart. I can't park in her driveway. She had cameras, bro. This is another thing. She had cameras, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody where I live had cameras for some reason, bro. It was a good ass area. I don't know why everybody need cameras. Regardless, they all had cameras. Ring doorbells, cameras, everything, bro. Shit was like a Spy Kid movie, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I park like a few houses down. I text her, yo, I'm here. She says, all right. Now this is where the operation starts. Cause I'm moving like, I'm thinking I could just pull up, walk through the front door, go to a room, crush some cheeks, and I'm out. But no, that is not what was going down. That's not what was going down, bro. She told me, all right, walk to my fence, and you gonna have to shimmy along like this. You know what I'm saying? You know in the movies when they hit like one of these, like one of that, yeah, that's basically what she told me I had to do, bro. So that's what I did, my nigga. Of course. So she opened the fence, and we go around through her backyard. I cannot go in, nah, she opens the door. Her brother was in the garage fixing his car or whatever. And this is a perfect timing. Only thing was, she also had cameras in the house, gang. She had cameras in the house, bro. It wasn't just an outside thing. So I get in the house, and now she's telling me how I have to walk so that the cameras do not catch me. So I'm doing exactly what she said. Yo, in the kitchen, they have this island. I'm ducking and rolling behind the island. I'm crawling on all fours. You know what I'm saying? Camera pointed this way. I'm going under the camera. I'm doing all type of different stuff. Like, bro, I dead ass felt like I was in the Lego Ninjago movie, fam. I thought I was 007 trying to climb through some lasers, fam. So whatever, bro. I get to her room finally, bro. This girl was a bop because we ain't even like lay on the bed, bro. We ain't even like, we get to her room, close the door, and she already wearing next to nothing, gang. I'm gonna be honest. Like, normally I'm a type of nigga, let's go on a movie, you know what I'm saying? Let's wait 10, 15, you know what I'm saying? We can play it off, we cuddle a little, and then we can get into action. She was not on that, gang. I don't know if she had another appointment in an hour, but she was trying to get me in and out of there, fam. Before the door even closed, she already halfway off, like everything almost butt-ass naked, gang. How many times you think she snuck people in like that? Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I could not have been the first because the way she was directing me, and keep in mind, she's in the camera view. So she got to direct me without making it look like she's directing me, bro. So she's in like one of these, like, thought she got something in her neck, you know what I'm saying? Like, she told me do this, that, and the third. Bro, that could not, there was no way that was her first time. It's impossible. It's impossible that was her first time, bro. So yeah, bro, we in the room. I'm not going to get into too many details. Like I said, I needed some buns before I left to Brazil, and that's exactly what I got. That's all. I'm going to leave it at that. I brought 2 condoms because I thought it was finna be nah, it was not. Okay, I cracked once, and it was time to go. Now, this is something I forgot to mention. While I was cracking, I heard her brother walking through the hallway, bro. And you ever You know when like you cracking some shit and then you think about something or something happened and it just take your mind off of everything, bro. Like you ever been cracking some shit and then like your grandma call you and all of a sudden your shit go from bricked up to gummy worm. That's exactly what happened, fam. I'm being honest, bro. I'm being honest. Nah, I'm being honest, gang. I went from bricked up to gummy worm, bro. I heard the nigga walking, bro. I got so scared, fam. I might have dropped a few turds on the bed. You know, like you know when like you know when a cat gets scared, how it drop or a dog gets scared. Yeah, I might have dropped some on the bed. I ain't gonna lie. I heard the walking, and I thought he was finna This what happened. I thought he was finna walk into the room, but he just like said something. He like asked, "Oh, do you know what's for dinner, or did you order a pizza?" Something like that, bro. Some like just a quick response type thing. And keep in mind, I got her in doggy right now, fam. And she responding like she's chilling watching the movie. She was not watching the movie. So she respond, bro. Play it off. The nigga go. Bro, I don't know how he didn't try to open the door, talk to, bro. He just kept walking, went to his room. I get back to work, okay? I get back to work, and I do what it do. All right. Now, like I said, this was nothing by any means some of my best work, but boy, that shit did feel good. That shit did feel good. Like I said, bro. Like I said. Sometimes she don't even gotta have a good face for, you know, all that. I ain't gonna lie, no, that was some good buns. That was some good yams. So whatever, bro. I finish. Keep in mind, nigga, I'm a player, bro. You gotta flush the condom. I don't care. We not throwing that shit in the garbage. None of that, bro. We flushing that shit. Okay, we flush it. And now I gotta sneak back out the crib, bro. But keep in mind, I already know the route. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm getting comfortable with that bit. I'm in that bit like, so like I said, bro, you gotta like go over the trash can and get behind the kitchen island, bro. So I hit one of these and I rolled into that bit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I ducked down real quick. The camera might have caught me at the time. I didn't have the blonde hair. If I did, I would have been caught. But since I had the black hair at the time, I was chilling. Right? So I'm behind the island, whatever. I go through the sliding back door. I shimmy across the fence and I'm back in my whip. And bro never found out about that. Bro never found out about that. I don't know if that makes me an L mans. I don't know if, you know what I'm saying, I'm a bad homeboy. Because I mean it's his stepsis, bro. It's his stepsis. If we being honest, the nigga probably cracked it himself, bro. If we're being honest though. It was a stepsis. You know the guy? Yeah, it was my homeboy. Freshman year, my homeboy. We actually stayed homeboys all throughout high school. We wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, locked in, but that was my dog. Like I would dap him up when I seen him. I don't know if that makes me an L homeboy. Regardless, I had to do what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? I went to Brazil, had a good 2 years in Brazil. We got too many story times from Brazil to tell. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, we do got too many story times from Brazil to tell, bro. I did actually get with a MILF while she was on the job. True story. I could call my homeboy I can call my homeboy to confirm that, bro. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Regardless, bro, I don't know if that makes me an L homeboy. Keep it a bean. If you got a sister and she's bad, and if you're not like one of my close homeboys, I'm sorry, bro. That's free game. I gotta keep it 100 with y'all though. Bro. I'm a good dude. I'm a good guy. But if you my mans and you got a fine sister, if you was really my mans, you wouldn't even care if I cracked that for real. Let's do the math on it though. Cause like if you my mans, you want me to be happy. Your sister look good. Cracking them buns will make me happy. So if you really my mans, you would let me, you know what I'm saying, hold that down. But nah, bro, if it's like one of my close homeboys, nah, I would never, gang. I would never, bro. I would never.